Hi guys, and welcome to episode 4 of this Director of Football Challenge with Sheffield Wednesday. We've got quite a lot to go through in this episode. We've played quite a few matches since the last time you saw us. The transfer deadline's passed, and we've played Man City in the Cup. So firstly, let's have a look at the fixtures we've played since the last video. So since our draw with Leeds, we went on a 5-game winning streak, which has seen us shoot right up the table. So if we just have a quick look at these games, the first one was in the EFL Cup second round against Fulham. Just have a quick look at that. So you can see with the stats we had twice as many shots as them, quite a bit more possession, generally just played quite well against them. Next game was against Brentford away. We won 2-0. And then I just want to show you some of the stats on these last few games just to show how the tactic's working for us. So if you look at this, we'll have a look at this one first. You can see our shots, 22 shots in the game, 10 on target, 57% possession. And then if we go into the match stats, we only created the one clear-cut chance in this game, but still, a lot of shots we've been taking there. So if we go back to the next game, which is Wigan, we also managed to beat those 2-0. This was at home. Same again, a lot of shots, a lot of possession. Look at the match stats. So we created 4 clear-cut chances in that game and 8 half chances. So I think the tactics, just showing it is quite attacking, but at the same time, we've not conceded many goals in the last 5 games, so I think it is working really well. Next up, we've got Bristol City at home. We beat them 3-1, and same again, 24 shots, 64% possession. Just have a quick look at the match stats. So just the 2 clear-cut chances in this game, 6 half chances. I do think the tactic's working. I think we're doing well, we're playing well at the start of the season. We've only actually lost the 1 game in the league so far, which was the first game against Villa, which you all saw. But yeah, doing really well so far. The next game is Birmingham. We managed to just nick that one 1-0. Look at the shots we had in the game. We had 37 shots, 17 shots on target, 66% possession, and we only won it 1-0 somehow. Let's have a quick look at the match stats. So we created 6 clear-cut chances in that game, 3 half chances. Like I said, double the possession. We had 30 more shots than them in the game, 15 more on target. So, yeah, we're playing very well. The next game, we actually drew Man City in the 3rd round of the EFL Cup. And, you can see we lost in the end on penalties. But if we actually have a look at the game, we were winning from the 29th minute. Gael Clichy crossed the ball in the 90th minute, sailed over everyone, looped into the top corner. Typical Football Manager goal, the 90th minute. So went to extra time, ended up as a penalty shootout, which we ended up losing. But in the game, if we actually look at the stats, so we had 14 shots, they had 11. We had 7 on target, they had 5. We created 6 clear-cut chances against Manchester City, probably one of the best teams in the country. We created 6 clear-cut chances past them. We should have won the game easily in normal time. We were very unlucky not to win this game. So yeah, I was a bit disappointed in the final result, but we did play very well. And same kind of theme as the last episode. We're having, 3 days in between games, so the players were a little bit tired from the last game. But overall, it was a good performance. Yeah, just disappointing not to come away with a decent result. So as you can see, just having a look at this, those first few games of that run, Adam Reach was kind of our star man. He's playing out on the right-hand side as the inside forward. He popped up with 3 goals in 3 games, playing very well. I think he got man of the match in a couple of those games. So yeah, playing really well. And I was kind of having a bit of a whinge about Jordan Rhodes, saying he's not really doing much for us. He's up there, but all the wingers and the midfielders are creating the chance of scoring the goals. He's just kind of stood there, not doing a lot. But in the last few games, he has really picked up his game. He's scored 5 goals in 5 games, and some important goals for us. So yeah, 1-0 win. He scored the winner, scored the goal against Man City. So he's actually come into a decent bit of form the last few games. One other disappointing thing is in the Manchester City game, in injury time, which we wouldn't have gone to if we didn't have the Gael Clichy goal in the last minute, was that Kieran Westwood, our number 1 goalkeeper, actually broke his finger in that game and is now out for 2 to 3 weeks. So yeah, not ideal. So we are going to have to use our backup keeper for today's game. So next thing, I'm sure the thing you all are interested to see what has happened, is the transfers. So yeah, we left Glenn Hoddle in charge of all transfers and ins and outs. Let's see what he's been up to. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm a little bit disappointed. He's brought in Rennie Adelaide from Arsenal, which is an okay signing to be fair, but yeah, other than that, absolutely nothing. The only interesting bit of business you haven't seen since the last episode was Jack Hunt, who was our number one right back. He's not an amazing player, but he was probably our best right back still. On deadline day, Derby decided to come in with a £1.5 million offer. At this point, he'd played the last 4 games in a row or something for us, averaged a 7.6 rating, something like that. Man of the match twice, probably one of our most consistent performers so far this season. Derby come in with a £1.5 million offer. Glenn Hoddle accepts it straight away. There we go, he's gone on deadline day in the morning. So I'm hoping that Glenn Hoddle's going to bring in a couple of defensive signings, really, because we were struggling there anyway without getting rid of our number one right back. But yeah, he didn't end up doing anything in the end. So yeah, it's going to be potentially a tough few months through to the January transfer window because we are a little bit light in places. But if we have a look, he has actually got £2.5 million to spend now, 37,000 available on wage budget. So I'm actually hoping for a big January transfer window from our director of football. He really needs to go out there and get us a few players in, especially bringing us on to the next thing, if we're up at this top end of the table. So as you can see, our 5 wins in a row have pushed us right up to 3rd place, and we're actually level on points with Norwich, who are in 2nd, and only a point behind top after 8 games. I know it's still early days, but that's a very promising start to say we were, looking at potentially playoffs at the best at the beginning of the season, so a very good start. So in today's game, we're up against Nottingham Forest, so another fairly local derby. They've had a decent start as well, are currently sat in 5th place, and they're only a point behind us, so we really can't lose today's game. I suppose a draw wouldn't be terrible, but obviously, yeah, we want to win the game. So there we go. You can see we've got Joe Wildsmith, who is our backup goalkeeper, just a young goalkeeper, 20 years of age. Let's have a quick look at him. See, he's got potential ability, and he's not a bad goalkeeper at the minute, really. But yeah, he is our backup, and so we haven't got another goalkeeper on the bench now. So hopefully, nothing crazy happens to him in this match. So the rest of the team, we've got Liam Palmer, who's now our number one right back, and probably our only real right back at the club. We've got Sam Hutchison and Tom Lees is in the centre of defence. He's been playing very well the past few games, 7.72 average rating in the last few games. And then Daniel Pudil out on the left. We've got Kieran Lee as the deep line playmaker alongside Barry Bannon. And then we've got Adam Reach, who had a very good start to the season, out on the right hand side. We've got Forestieri behind the striker, McManaman on the left, and then Jordan Rhodes, who, like I said before, has came into a good bit of form. He main man up front today. So let's get into the match. Okay, so we'll just do our standard team talk. I have faith in you. There we go. It's interesting to see if we can keep up the number of shots we've had in the last few games, the number of chances we've created. So we've been... Oh, yeah. Good start. So, we're 1-0 down. This is the thing, we've not been conceding many goals in the past few games. I know we've been focusing more on the attacking, but I think we've conceded 2 goals in the last 6 games, so we are quite good defensively. So McCormack just gets behind, crosses the ball to a Sombalonga. He's not going to miss from there. Yeah, what can we do? So, let's encourage the players again. I really wasn't expecting us to be losing this game. Let's see if we can do something here. Oh, see, that was a decent effort there, decent chance. See, we're creating chances still. We've had 6 shots, they've had 5, but we have 5 half chances. So the stuff we are shooting, we're creating good chances. Just no clear-cut chances as of yet. Rhodes is through here though. Oh, good save. I've noticed Rhodes in the past few games, he's getting one-on-one with the goalkeeper 3 or 4 times a game, and he's not scoring those situations. The goals he is scoring aren't from that kind of situation. So I don't know if it's just a part of his game. He's not great at that kind of thing, but it's a shame because we're creating a lot of those, getting in behind the defence, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Okay, so I think we're going to have to say assertively, show me something else in the second half, because it wasn't great for us. We didn't really have many interesting highlights. There we go, reach out on the right, Palmer into Bannon, Lee to Palmer, oh, and they've lost it. McCormack's bringing it the other way, Bannon's won it back, can we counter? We're passing it around nicely, can we get through? Oh, see, we got through again. That's gone down as a clear-cut chance. The finish was not good enough, I'm afraid. Okay, so let's have a quick look at them. See, Jordan Rhodes having another one of those games. He's not really doing a lot. Let's give Gary Hooper a quick run out for the last 20 odd minutes. See if he can do anything different up there. See, we're having plenty of shots. We've got nearly double the possession that Nottingham Forest have had. We've created a lot of chances. We're just not finishing them today. Let's bring on some fresh legs there. We'll bring on David Jones in the midfield as well. We'll just give those a quick team talk. There we go, he looks happy. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we'll just go on to attack him for the last 10 minutes. It might not make much of a difference. It's probably going to make us concede, but we'll just try something a bit different. Here we go, we've nicked the ball. Come on, 2-on-2. Here we go. Oh, wow. That's got to be a clear-cut chance. See, this is the thing. We're just not taking our chances today. We should easily... We've had 3 clear-cut chances. They've had 1, and we're losing 1-0. We should not be losing this game. I think it's just the curse of the Lycom, to be honest. Here we go. One last chance. Cross it. Oh, wow. They've just hit the post twice. The cross came back off the post. It's rebounded to Hooper. He's hit it straight back at the post. Yeah, a little bit unlucky at the end there. Have we got any? No, there we go. So, yeah, it's a 1-0 loss. After all that talk of unbeaten runs, yeah, not pleased with that performance. Okay, so we're still up in those top positions. We're still in 4th. We're still in 2 points behind Nottingham Forest, who are up in 1st now. But the teams around us have got a game in hand on us now, so we're potentially going to drop down, maybe even out of these promotion places, playoff places. So, yeah, not the greatest match ever, but overall, I think it's been a good start to the season. We can't complain too much. We've only lost 2 games. So, let's have a quick look at this. So, I think the next game, we'll play another few games, and I'm thinking another fairly local team to myself. We'll play Derby in a few weeks' time. We'll bring you back then. And that's it, guys, for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like on there and subscribe to keep up to date with the challenge. I'd also like to say a massive thank you to those who have already supported the channel on here and on Twitter. It's very much appreciated. So thanks a lot, guys. See you next time.